We are about to go over a very simple concept of how the daughter of Hagrid, Anna O'Brien, provides some perspective. And I know people are like, oh my God, you just dehumanized her. Let's just take a look at this picture, shall we? The woman on the right, as you're looking at it, is not underweight. She is healthy. She is not by any stretch of the imagination too skinny, too thin. She is of a healthy weight. It looks like she has decent musculature to her legs, her arms, her shoulders. She has healthy looking hair, healthy looking skin. This is adult woman that is healthy and somebody that has eaten themselves to massive deformity. This is the problem. She looks super thin just because she's next to somebody that has eaten themselves to multi-size. You don't even get to see it until she's standing next to like a normal human being. When I say normal human being, again, not trying to insult Anna, but Anna insulted herself. Her new method of getting healthy is just start having stuff chopped the fuck off of her. She just had the backs of her arms chopped off. Society is playing a dangerous game right now. It's normalizing obesity is because it's redefining health and self-harm. This is an article I put together just for this topic. Society's Dangerous Dance, how normalizing obesity is redefining health and self-harm. The image plastered above isn't just a snapshot of two people at a Barbie-themed event. It's a glaring symbol of much bigger problems, a society that's decided to embrace obesity as the normal, as beautiful, and as healthy, while ignoring the cold, hard truth. We've blurred the lines between self-love and self-harm, and I really do mean that. Like, this woman, Anna O'Brien, talks about how much like self-love and all sorts of stuff. You hate yourself. You hate yourself on a daily basis by what you put into your mouth. You hate yourself. Like, you talking about self-love is just delusional insanity. We've blurred the lines between self-love and self-harm, and it's costing us dearly, not just in dollars, though the financial burden is staggering, but in lives, in quality of life, and the very fabric of what we understand as health. This isn't about shaming anybody. It's about waking up to reality. Obesity isn't a body positive badge of honor. It's a crisis. We're all paying the price for pretending otherwise. The normalization of obesity, a dangerous shift in perception. Look around social media, pop culture, even some corners of the medical world are pushing the narrative that obesity is just another way to be. It's your truth or your authentic self. Campaigns scream, love your body at any size, while influencers parade excess weight as a rebellion against outdated beauty standards. But here's the problem. Health isn't about a feeling. It's not a hashtag. It's a measurable state of being, and science does not bend to societal trends. Obesity, defined as a body mass index of BMI of 30 or higher, obesity is, for me, a waist-to-height ratio of 0.5 and up. Morbid obesity is 0.6 and up, waist-to-height ratio. But I used BMI here just because people know it the most, right? The World Health Organization states that obesity is a major risk factor for non-communicable diseases, which account for 71% of deaths globally. That's not a statistic we can shrug off with a smile or live your best life mantra. By normalizing obesity, we've warped the definition of self-harm. Self-harm used to mean deliberate acts of injury, cutting, burning, and other forms of physical damage. But what about the slow, insidious harm of overconsumption? The daily choice to overload your body with calories, to ignore this warning signs of weight gain, to dismiss the strain on your heart, your joints, your entire system. That's self-harm too. And it's being repackaged as empowerment, which is massively dangerous. It's just, when you hear these people like, eat the cake. Maybe if you're 400 pounds, you don't eat the fucking cake. Maybe if you're 250 pounds, maybe if you're 200 pounds as a woman, you don't eat the fucking cake. Because you have a number at the beginning of your weight that no woman, unless they're extremely, extremely tall, should have. You guys do not have the bone structure. You do not have the hormones to justify 200 plus pounds unless you're extremely tall. You guys just don't have the bone frame to hang that much meat on. It's not mean. And this is why other lines can't be blurred either. I hope everybody understands that. Because there is a difference between males and females in bone density, bone structure, structural biomechanics. Like our hip sockets are formed very differently. That's why women athletes tend to get ACL injuries easier than men. Like, we are not biologically the same, and trying to pretend that we are has also blurred a bunch of these lines about health, and that's a problem. But I digress. Obesity isn't just a standalone issue. It's a gateway to cascade of health problems. Obesity contributes to hypertension, stroke, sleep apnea, osteoarthritis, and even mental health disorders like depression and anxiety. It's also linked to 13 types of cancer, including breast and endometrial cancer, as reported by the National Cancer Institute. Here's the kicker. 90% of all healthcare expenditures in the United States are tied to chronic illness, and the vast majority of those are driven by poor lifestyle choices. The American Diabetes Association estimates that 1 out of every $3 in healthcare spending goes towards diabetes. 1 in every $3 of our healthcare spending goes towards diabetes in some way. when in fact, diabetes is completely avoidable, mitigatable, or reversible in 95% of the cases by lifestyle, but 33% of $4.5 trillion. So in other words, $1.5 trillion in healthcare burden is just for diabetes. Think about that shit.